This is the Iowa Weather Report for Tuesday, November 5th, 2013. Now our first look at the 0Z GFS model run. At noon today, we have a trough axis from about North Dakota through Wyoming into Colorado. This will be bringing a storm system our way and a lot of moisture coming up from the south and southwest. This will be bringing some rainfall, by the early morning hours, by the time you watch this, into the afternoon and evening and overnight. Some of the precipitation could be in the form of a wintry mix in the far northwestern counties, changing over to some snow, which could linger into early on Wednesday and end. There could be some accumulation of a few inches in the northwestern counties. Otherwise, some decent rains for the southeastern two-thirds of the state. Highs today and tomorrow, 50s, 60s today, down into the 40s on Wednesday and even 40s on Thursday. It'll be quite cool Thursday morning. Lows in the 20s to near 30, especially cooler in the areas that do receive snowpack in the northwestern counties, but the temperatures look to boost up here Friday back into at least the 50s, maybe 40s or mid to upper 40s in snowpack areas. Winds out of the south will melt any snow that does fall. But then this system's going to come through and it's going to drag cold air behind it, so we could see some rain and snow Saturday into Saturday night. We could see some slight accumulations of snow Saturday night with this system, maybe up to an inch or so if this is right. But temperatures will cool back down to about 46 to about 53 range. Cooler in areas that do get some snow from the Saturday system. But this progressive pattern continues to move. The high pressure is now off to the east. Another storm is beginning to take shape off to our west here on Veterans Day next Monday. As the Gulf begins to open up, you can see by next Tuesday, you can see some energy moving through Utah and Colorado. We still have a 588 ridge over the Gulf of Mexico, a southwesterly flow aloft, and that's going to open the Gulf of Mexico with a storm approaching. That means it's going to get fairly rainy across the area with the low pressure center over northeastern Colorado. We could see some showers and maybe an embedded thunderstorm with highs maybe in the 50s if this is right. Heading into the extended period here on November the 16th, we still have a 588 ridge over the central and western Gulf of Mexico. We still have a flow coming out of the west and southwest around here. Energy off the west coast, off the New England coast and the Canadian Maritimes. A little bit of showery activity around here. Bigger system off in the west in California with some rain and mountain snow in the Sierra Nevadas. But nothing too significant around here at this point. But then at the end of the forecast on November 20th, we still have a flat 588 ridge over the Gulf and in southern Florida. The heights are coming down though, so it's going to be a lot cooler, and of course it's going to be cooler as a frontal system will be moving off the southeast coast and the east coast. High pressure will be almost directly overhead, and this could bring us some of the coolest conditions we've seen since maybe February or March, maybe highs in the 30s if this is right. Going into the satellite image from last evening, we had some low and mid-level clouds across the southeast up through the Ohio Valley into the eastern Great Lakes. We have the system beginning to take shape over the Four Corners region that'll be coming in our direction later today. The watch morning map from last evening, some winter weather advisories across New Mexico, Colorado, and then from Nebraska, South Dakota, northeastward into northwestern Wisconsin. Otherwise, it's fairly quiet across the country at this point. QPF chart, precipitation over the next 5 days through Saturday evening at 6 o'clock, showing any precipitation amounts generally will be between a half and maybe an inch and a quarter. The northwestern counties could see at least 2, maybe 3 inches of snow.